Hello everyone. Okay, I'm just gonna make a quick video. I don't know if this is showing up to you here, but this is just a messed up page. It's not even showing up. This here was a video, but it won't play right now. And the reason I want to show it to you is because something is not ringing true about the Chris Lane murder by the three teenagers. Anyway, something very weird about that. Something very Sandy Hook-ish about that. And the reason I say that is because I didn't even know about this. It just came up and I started, like, oh my gosh, what's going on in the USA? And there are some odd anomalies. So, some really ridiculous things. For example, the police chief, he said there were two women that found him. But on the police call, when someone called the 911, they, or whatever the number is over there, there's a man and a woman. And in different stories, a man found him, and a man said he died on the spot when they tried to give him CPR. But other stories say a woman. Some sites say he's 22, some sites say he's 23. And if you could watch this is Sarah Harper. If you could watch this interview with Sarah Harper, it's the weirdest thing, She is not crying. If my dog or my cat died, it would take the thought of them, it takes me weeks or months or even years to not cry. She doesn't cry, and she's looking down a lot as if she's reading. She's very calm. It's almost like, I don't know, should I say this? They put her on camera and force her to say these things, because in some other videos they do want to push gun control and how convenient to get it internationally, Australia. But this can no longer be played. Just, won't play. And besides that, look at all this. This may not even show up when I click, because yesterday I tried to show these things and the whole page turned white when I saved it from screencast. But I want to show you something else, and that is that, okay, there's a police interview. Okay, now the pages are going white. Do you see what I mean? Okay, there was a prediction about the internet going down. Things have been acting weird on the 22nd and the 23rd. See that? Weird stuff. Anyway, Duncan, Oklahoma is the home of Halliburton. That's what the police chief said. And the police chief contradicted what some people said. And something's weird about it. Something's very weird. All right, here. Now, if you watch this video, if it will play, of the father making a speech, they do the same thing with the Sandy Hook thing. It's he tells little anecdotes and they all smile and laugh and shake their head. And okay, let's see if it plays.
Chris was a product of a a very strong and supportive family, a very strong and supportive sporting community locally. His junior football, his junior baseball, his senior football and senior baseball turned him into the person that he was, and he's seen all the words that have been said about him. You understand how much the kid was valued. You know, this extended family, his grandparents, his cousins, his nephews, nieces, whatever, all have lost something that's just never going to be replaced. I was saying that it takes a village to raise a kid. Chris was the product of a fantastic village who loved him and you know, adored him. He went to the college 4 years ago for the baseball, and it was a choice that he made when he was about 15 that that's what he wanted to do. He made the most of his opportunities and the most of his talent. He was out here only a week ago to finish his long breaks, and he turned into a guy who was lucky. His partner, Sarah, had been going out for 4 years, and they were just a couple in love and very comfortable with each other. It was almost like an old married in some way, that they could just sit and know what the other one was thinking, and they were just comfortable in each other's company at a level that was just fantastic to see. He's left his mark, as we know, and you know, there's not going to be any good come out of this, because it was just so senseless. There wasn't anything he did or could have done. He was an athlete going for a jog like he would do, you know, 5 or 6 days a week in terms of his training schedule. So it's happened, it's wrong, and we just try and deal with it the best we can. His mum.
So I mean, the thing is, don't people cry anymore? This is just like a couple days after someone is lost to you, that your own child. I don't get it. Are people numb from TV and stuff like that? I'm not really sure, but I was just telling a friend the other night about the herring that are bleeding from the eyes and the fins and the face and the body and everything, and she started crying. Her eyes got red. She's crying real tears over fish that are dying on Earth. But if we continue this, they laugh at the anecdotes. I don't know. I just don't think there's something weird about getting on camera after a tragedy like this, and I mean, my eyes would be puffy, red. I don't know. Something's weird about this.
Sensational mother.
That's the baby.
And I'm very, very proud of her, what we achieved, and the people that we've developed with our kids. So that's cool.
Another thing is, he's telling a story. This is, you know, I have a good sense about the narrative that's being kind of implanted. I don't believe screens always, but there's something odd about this one. If any of you sleuther truthers are into it.
I can say at this stage, if you have got any questions, we will take them for a little while. And we do appreciate that you respect the privacy and the things that we're going through. I still don't have timing on repatriating Chris because of the timing in the States. It's just been a little bit hard to get hold of all the people, but hopefully at some point in time when we know the dates, people can pay their respects in the right manner. So thanks very much. Oh, they were just talking up at home, played about a few of things he got up to. He was a normal kid. you know, get out and kick up when he was 16 and he shouldn't. You know, he'd get the phone call, somebody'd have to come and get him. But he gave up a lot to follow his dream. He gave up Friday nights and 18 parties to be at the VIS at 8 o'clock the next morning ready to go. You know, he did all the things a kid should do. You know, the boys at the baseball club were sensational with him. When he was 16, he played in a losing grand final, and we didn't see him for a day and a half. Might even have been a little bit longer, but he did all the key.
Okay, do you get what I mean? They're laughing. Could you laugh? That wasn't even that. It was just sort of ridiculous. There's something wrong with people nowadays. I don't understand. I'm not saying that this did not happen. I'm saying that something's weird about it, that's all. And I just hope other people notice.
Things a kid should have done. You know, he caused us some grief. He caused us so much joy. But he had a good life in terms of, you know, he achieved a lot for a 22-year-old. He went to Japan with an under-12 rep side.
What if this guy over here is like a guy to keep people in line? Okay, we're going to put you in front of the camera and you're going to say this, and you're not going to deviate from, we need you to be on TV to, you know, promote the agenda. Oh, is that terrible for thinking that?
He played for his state. He won an under-16 EDFL A-grade best and fairest as a footballer. I mean, he beat some very, very good footballers to that award as well. So he achieved a lot, and the way it was taken away is so fucking pointless. Just so pointless.
Smiling.
But
you guys,
we deal, and
they're smiling. This is the mother. She's laughing, and she's smiling back here, and over on the other side of her is a guy.
You know, he's niece over there doesn't get to see the uncle that was probably going to spoil her rotten. So, but we do what we need to do.
What brought him to baseball?
Again, if you're talking about one of the things he could do, he came down here when he was 6 or 7, and he was reasonably skilled, and he loved it. And he loved it so much that one time poor Donna had appendicitis and was told to go to the hospital straight away, but until she dropped him off at baseball, she wasn't allowed to drive herself to the hospital.
Mum, I'm going to miss baseball. I'm going to miss baseball. Okay, well, we'll drop you off at baseball first.
So, from a very early...
Okay, do you get it? There's something weird about this. Something really psycho again.
The age, he you know, he just loved any game, any ball sport, and he was good at it.
Did he want to keep it?
Nah, he had looked at it, you know, and, you know, he was talented, but he knew where his abilities lay, and there's a next level. And as I said, at 15, there's a couple of older guys from around the club had been to America, and they'd come back with, you know, it's a good go. And so he did a major league camp when he was 17 or 18 up the Gold Coast, and he came back from that, and to be honest, he said, I don't want to do it because all I can talk about is baseball. He had more interest than just talking baseball. He loved politics. He loved winding people up when he got the chance. You know, he was an intelligent kid. I mean, he you know, had made his life choices, and they were good choices. You know, he'd come back with this holiday, and he spoke about would he stay in the States and work in real estate there, or stay in the... come home and work in real estate here. He was just a kid on the cusp of making his life. You know, and that's the comfort, that he'd gone from the 18-year-old that'd gone to the States to a really fine young man who was setting himself up with good people around him. The Harper family in Oklahoma treated him like one of their own, and we're so happy with that. They,
Isn't this a lot of talking when your son has just been shot and killed? Isn't there a normal, I think there's a time, a natural time of mourning. I mean, you can't go outside, you can't eat, you can't do anything, and this is like a couple days after. Look at his mom. Okay. Shoot me down, I don't know. Oh, don't shoot me down, but I mean, counter what I think. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in over 20 years, I think. Just haven't. So even when I listen to newscasters, they sound so robotic and so strange, and you know, I can't even believe it. Okay, continue.
they've, looked after him over there. They've loved him. They've brought him into their house. He's had a home here and he's had a home there. And very good homes in both places.
Are you planning on back?
No plans at this stage. When we work out all the timing, we'll deal with that as and when, but there's no plans at this stage.
There, as outsiders, we see a young man who worked hard and was achieving so much, and the tragedy that makes it so much worse is the circumstances of what happened here. I mean, can you even comprehend?
Look, it is pointless, and to try and understand it, it's a short way to insanity. It's, you can what if yourself. If you'd left 5 minutes early, if you'd left 5 minutes late, all of that stuff, but you are just going to send yourself silly. It's the fact that something that shouldn't have happened has happened. It's the fact that somebody we all love so much is not going to come home. But you can't change the circumstances, you can't change the history. You just have to gather together as a family and hold on. And that's what we're trying to do at the moment, hold on.
We were just so blessed to have him back for the 3 months. Yeah, he was really, like as Pete just said, grown up overseas, so a long way from home, and this time he came back really happy and with plans and to spend really great time, and Sarah was here too, and together, as Pete just said, they were like they were a really lovely couple, and I always used to say that he was a survivor anyway, having 3 older sisters, so he was just we were lucky that he was here for that period of time.
Okay, weird. Okay, I was going to look up something else, but now I forgot what it was to add to this. But anyway, different stories about when he died, where he died, different stories about who was there. 2 women, the police chief said, a man and a woman, someone else said. The woman who calls has a different story about that emergency call than the police. The police said it was 3 to 4 minutes they got there, and the woman and a lot of other sites say it was 7 minutes. And these interviews. So, okay. All right. See, nothing is coming up on this website, and that was for well, I just won't go on. That's all. But these are screens that we're watching this on, and who knows if anyone exists. You guys don't even know if I exist. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching, and ask for the Holy Spirit to lead you into truth so that you will never be deceived by, you know, Project Bluebeam or whatever is coming our way, because something really, you know, incredible is happening. Bye for now. Look, the internet is not even working right now. Bye for now. God bless everyone.